You know what's a lost art, bro? You used to have to get a girl number at school and then call her house. You don't know who finna answer. Her
Oh,
mama, her
that's true.
dad, and grandma.
That's true.
Bro, you have no clue. You
Can I,
have to be like, can I speak to so and so? Bro,
without
what?
them being on some junk with like, no, who is this? I feel like this. How I feel. If you feel like a girl like you, she like you. I just think sometimes we be prematurely shooting
I can agree with that.
by eating themselves to death, literally on camera.
Yeah.
Like they are documenting the process of their premature demise. And I ain't
We
trying.
make it that little sin category.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. Like, we be like, it's like gossiping. We be like, oh yeah, it's wrong, it's bad, but it's a little sin.
No, you ain't lying.
I think we put it in the little sin category.
The first temptation to humankind was with food, bro. Food. It was appealing to the eyes. It looked good for food. Then with Jesus, the first temptation to him turned the stone to bread. Bro, the devil, he don't even hide it no more. Like, I'm trying to take y'all out by what y'all eat. Yo, that's why this called the Selah Podcast. So we got Christian Kirk and everything that's going on surrounding him. You know, obviously this is some very sad stuff going on. And in a way, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I look at it just like how Jesus was so inspirational and invasive with his method and knew exactly what he's supposed to do. He kind of remind me, I'm not saying, because, the goal is to be like Jesus, but I'm not saying that he fulfilled whatever, because I don't know. But I do feel like many times when you in your destiny like that and you just attack and the enemy see that, he gonna try to do what he can to take you out. And even though he do that, it don't mean that you weren't able to fulfill your destiny. So how do you feel about him dying so young? And I know me and you not both very well versed in what he was doing, but what you think about the situation?
I mean, to me, age ain't so much of a factor if he was doing what he was supposed to do. Cause I mean, it's more about mission than time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if he did what he was supposed to do by 31, because obviously I don't know how long he was, doing what he was doing, but if he, it sounds like he left a mark. That's what it sounds like, just from the reactions and the, uproar, outcry, whatever, from his death. But if he left his mark at 31, it ain't really much. To me, there's not really much you can say about the age other than he was a young man, yeah.
Yeah.
But if he left his mark, it's kind of hard to go against that,
Yeah. And I think he definitely left his mark, but in a sense, I know a lot of people, like, for instance, to me, one thing I did not like, bro, and I'm gonna just be 100% honest. I don't like how the Christians was coming out. Number one, it was a lot of Christians that I don't even mind what they were saying because they were just coming out against him just because they didn't like what he was doing when he was alive.
Yeah.
But they wait till now to be like, it's a good thing he gone, or now we ain't got that. That to me blew. I just couldn't. So I just kind of threw that to the side. But what I did not agree with that kind of caught my attention was how some leaders in the church and different people who have these platforms on social media who are Christians, when it first they started they live streaming, because what I was getting from it was, I got to be the first one to talk about this.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to judge nobody's intention, and I'm not trying to hate because I wasn't able to be the first one to talk about it or anything like that. But I just feel like some stuff needs time to breathe. At that point, they didn't catch no suspects. It wasn't none of that. They didn't even, when I saw all these people, they didn't even know if he was really gone yet.
So it was still kind of like not confirmed.
Yeah, it was all they knew is he was shot.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, well, let me turn my junk on so I can be the breaker of the news.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think as believers we're there to break. Like, that ain't like.
Nah. don't
I don't
agree
know
with
how to
that either.
explain it, but it aggravated me because I'm like, man, that's what people in the world do.
Yeah.
We need to wait, pray about it, gather ourselves so we can attack accordingly, um, in order so that we are bringing the kingdom of God justice. Because if the world look at us and they don't see no difference in what they doing, what in the world gonna make them value what we saying? And so the first instance that popped up in my head, or example that popped up in my head, was in Acts when Peter and John had healed somebody and they was preaching and they got beat. We talked about this
Yeah.
recently. They got beat and then they threw them back out there to the group of people that they was with. And that same group of people went to God to pray and said, "You see how they threatening us? Give us more boldness to speak your word." And I think what what a lot of people, I'll just speak for the Christians, a lot of Christians are doing, they're not trying to speak God's word in the instance, and they haven't prayed about it. They just wanted to be the first to react.
Yeah.
Because the first one to react normally is the one who gets the praise for the story. And so that didn't really sit right with me. And I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
But that's just how I felt. And so I was like, man, bro, I know sometimes we do need people who speak out as believers versus, let's say, if all the unbelievers was out speaking first. But I just feel like it don't matter who speak first or last if what you're saying is carrying weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So it just kind of bothered me that they was.
Yeah. It's just sad though that that's kind of the world we live in, as far as like I want to be the first one to say something, or I want to break the news, or I want to have like the biggest voice, or the best quote or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is kind of sad. It's disrespectful to the family.
That was another
It's
point.
a lot of things that's like, man, that's not right.
It ain't ethical, bro.
No, like I mean, and if you just look at it from just humanity standpoint, the family, the kids, like that's not right. But bro, it's sad. It's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand what you're saying about you didn't like that part of it, but it's just sucks that that's the world we live in.
And even with stuff like I think I saw a clip where he literally was talking to somebody. It was a lady that walked up to him. She said, "Why are you doing this?" He was sitting on the campus interviewing or talking to people, and he said, "My goal is to have the conversations with people that disagree with me, because when we stop talking, that's when violence starts."
Mm.
And I was like, "Okay,
Dang, that's deep.
bruh."
That's deep.
When he said that, I was like, "Okay," but the more I thought about it, I was like, "Bro, that's real."
Yeah.
When we stop talking, he said, and then he kept elaborating on. He said, when we stop talking, it's more so like one side begins to look at the other side as inhumane, or they just begin to assume, oh, they just this, or they only like this, and they begin to separate them from humanity. And so now we got to get them out of here because they don't love, they don't have no
Yeah.
human instinct, blah blah blah. And so I was like, bro, that's so true, because you can see when it came to racism, when it came to so many other facets of life where people were separated, it was no conversations being had until one party had enough.
Yeah.
Then we got to talk about it, and then the conversation started to get more people attention who was like, "No, this ain't right." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then people want to start working towards, let's fix it. So what he was doing, low key to me, was beyond the like I'm a beat violence to the point, and we gonna talk about these things that we disagree on, so that we can come to a common ground. That even though you don't agree with me, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Bro, you know what's interesting? I just
What?
thought about he not the first person that was trying to find a way to not use violence that end up getting assassinated.
Oh.
Like that's to me that's kind of wild.
But his didn't seem like, Because, you know, like, when it comes to racism, that seemed like life or death.
Yeah.
But his seemed, I guess, or from the feel of it, it just seemed like regular, everyday topics.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much, but I I mean, from what I'm hearing though, some people, I know in the world, if you stand on a certain side, you're gonna be hated. That's just what it is. But it's a lot of people that supported him. So from what I see, I think he was doing a lot of good. But like what you were just saying, he was trying to, like how he said, when we stop talking, that's when violence come in. That's wisdom. And if you trying to, like you said, beat it to the point, how can you be mad at that
Yeah.
for the people that
Nah. That's crazy. He said he's not the first one. He really was following a mold. He was following a blueprint.
Yeah.
But it's
End up getting
like,
killed in the process.
but every time that blueprint is followed, the same thing happens. So you can't, you follow the blueprint that is the most effective, but you also got to know what come with the blueprint. I ain't saying on no jump where you should have known. I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is, we as people who are viewing this, you have to know, like, man, I need to be praying for him, because he doing something that, like you said, if we look at history, bro, what he doing, somebody because you got to think about it, bro. The person that did this, or the group, or the sect, or whoever did this, they are against what he was for.
Right.
So if he was trying to stop violence, they use violence so that violence can continue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They want to make sure that it's still a way that people are not communicating. Let's get them still distracted on their phone. Let's get them still doing this and doing that. And so they use violence prematurely so that violence can continue.
Yeah.
So,
and to counter what he was saying, basically.
To counter what he was saying.
Yeah.
Almost to make it seem like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about, because violence can hit you at your front door. You see what I'm saying?
You want some violence? Here you go.
Exactly. Basically. So I think that's something, bro, that as a spectator, you have to be able to see that and be like, yo, he was ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
We need to continue, not necessarily to push the exact message that he had, but the truth of what he was standing for as a number one, as a Christian, but also as somebody who is not scared. I was finna say ain't scared, but who's not scared that if death is at the door, I'm still gonna stand for it, bro.
Yeah, I respect. That's the part that I respect, because I think he knew that doing what he was doing, standing what he was standing for, I think he knew that was what happened to him was a possibility. But I believe he was bold enough and he was prepared to, if that's the way he had to go, then, so be it. And I think that's the I guess that's the part that you can respect if you didn't know him. Like me, I don't know him, but that's the part that I can respect.
Even if you don't agree with him, like you said, you gotta respect that, bro.
So
you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, welcome to another episode of the Selah Podcast, man. We got Ike and I'm Tobias here, man. We are just wanting to give y'all some of these topics that is going on in the world and give y'all the right perspective, the right conversation about it, and I know some of y'all may have had different viewpoints surrounding this, and ain't nobody trying to curve how you see it, but we just want to present y'all, I guess, with another side of it that you probably never thought about.
Yeah.
I know me and him, we both kind of passive. We just be wanting to be like, hey, did you think about it like this?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we promoting, love, peace, unity, all that type of stuff, and to see something like that so tragic, and he ain't too far from our age, bro.
What?
That's what made
Super
it real.
close.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, when you said the age, I was like, in my head, I'm like, that ain't too far.
Yeah, but we praying for his family.
Yeah.
I actually missed prayer. I was asleep. Woke up. I mean, I slept through my alarm and everything. But we gonna definitely be praying for him and his family because I don't even want to try to imagine nothing like that, or
Nah, man.
around me, bro.
Nah.
I just, but that come with standing, like you said, standing in truth. It been a pattern.
Yeah.
All throughout history. But yeah, man, we got a segment that we want to introduce coming off of that. Let's get some smiles going on right now. We got a segment that we want to introduce. This is a what a word segment. What a word segment that we want to introduce. And in this segment, we're gonna have random items, and we're gonna do this with the guests we have on. We're gonna have random items. We're gonna toss them to the guests. They gonna show y'all so y'all can see, but they have to come up with a life lesson or a revelation using that item about life. So we want to try to tap into our creativity and into our ability to, think and be able to come up with things that is a truth using a real life item. So I got an item in my hand right now that I'm gonna toss to Ike, and so he gonna show y'all, and then he gonna come up with a life lesson that we can all take. Hopefully you say you want to do it off the dome. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I asked him. I said, yo, you want me to tell you what it is so you see that's a soldier, bro.
Off the dome, bro.
Off the dome, bro.
It's live, bro.
Off the dome, bro.
First time.
All right. First time. All right, so I'm finna toss to him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all see that? All right, let me zoom in on him. Okay.
Bro, what is this? Scrunchy? Headband?
Okay, I guess you could just say it's like a headband, a hairband, headband.
Okay.
Keep the hair. That's not mine, y'all. So that's my wife.
All right, let's see.
So what you think?
See what we got.
What life lesson can you give us? What revelation can you give us surrounding that?
All right. So we got this headband, this head tie. Mm-hmm. Okay. What is its use? You can hold a ponytail. You can sweatband, perhaps.
Maybe sweatband. Keep back a little sweat. Maybe a few drops.
Yeah. It looks simple though.
Yeah.
It's really nothing to it. You know. It's not much. You know. But sometimes things that don't look like much.
Okay. Here we go.
Stay with me. They can serve purpose. Cause see, you might just see this, and you might just say, "Man, what?"
Right.
You know,
ain't no use to me.
No use. But maybe not for me. So I don't have a ponytail. You?
No, I ain't got no
ponytail.
You know what I'm saying? We ball.
But for somebody.
Come on, man. Y'all hear the preacher in his voice?
Come on, man. I said for somebody.
For somebody.
It's a purpose.
It's a purpose.
Come on, man. Y'all clap.
Hey, that's real, bro. That's real. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know if he was gonna bring it home.
I ain't know either.
You know he was gonna bring it home. Hey, but that's real, man. It ain't useful to everybody.
But for somebody.
But for somebody. So you can't just throw it away just because you can't use it. That's real, bro.
See what I'm saying?
That's real. I ain't gonna lie. What a word.
Shout out to the big man. He gave me that one.
Yeah, he gave him that one. What a word,
what
man.
What be saying to the big man?
To the big man upstairs. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that segment with many other people. We want to do it with every guest that we have on.
Yeah. Y'all got to do it, bro. I just did it, bro. Out the dome, so.
Yeah, and y'all start doing it. This ain't like no, like we gatekeeping. That's why we doing it. We want people to do it more because I ain't going to lie. I feel like so many people lack fundamental skills to just think outside the box.
That's unreal, bro.
Like I ain't gonna lie. So we can talk about this. This may go. I think that skill is shown specifically, I can say, with guys in the area of talking to girls, right?
Yeah.
As a dude, I think every guy should have the ability. Number one, forget girls. A dude should have the ability to hold a conversation with anybody.
Yeah.
Right? But as a guy who is supposed to find a wife, or find the woman that will be your wife, you have to have the ability to attract her to you. Now, let's say everybody ain't blessed like we are. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got the looks. Everybody ain't, extremely attractive. So you need some intangible aspect of you.
Yeah, bro.
That you're able to keep somebody to like you or to be attentive to you or to just want to be around you or have a conversation with you. And I think that skill was lacking. For me, when I was growing up, I used to be terrified to talk to girls.
You know what's a lost art, bro?
What?
Well, obviously it's lost now because phones and social media and stuff. Dude, you used to have to get a girl number at school and then call her house. You don't know who finna answer. Her mama, her dad, and grandma.
That's true.
Bro, you have no clue. Whoever pick up the phone, you gotta be like, can I speak to so-and-so?
Without them being on some junk where like, no, who is this?
Bro, what if her dad answer?
Right.
You gotta be like, you gotta speak. How you doing?
Right.
Can I speak to? And then what if he be like, who is this?
You gotta, and
man, come on, man.
That's real. That takes skill, bro.
Nowadays, you just can DM, like you can bypass like everything. The parents,
wow.
Like, nah, bro. That was just like a little thing that we had to do that just helped you out, like in life.
In real life.
Real talk.
In real life, bro. Because you know something that I noticed? I notice now because of the hypersexuality of culture.
Yeah.
Now, if a dude talking to a girl, he can't talk to her without having a normal conversation. Everything got to be about sleeping with her. You got a boyfriend. You got this or that. Why we can't just talk about our interests as far as life goes? Yeah. What is your what do you like to do? What's your hobbies and all that? Now it's like, how many bodies you got? Do you cheat? Like that after a certain point, and people who have been in lasting relationships know, although that is important, the fundamental aspects of a real relationship with a man and a woman is one of the main things is our ability of attraction to one another. Forget physical attraction.
Yeah.
Like the attraction that, man, what I want to talk about or what's on my mind, I know I can decompress with my person. You see what I'm saying? And that's a real ability to be able to have somebody want to come to you to be able to decompress or to talk about certain things or something good happen. They like, bro, I want to go to my man or go to my girl to talk to them because they just like being around you. It's like a camaraderie there before all the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's built, like you said, I got to get her number. I got to talk to her. Like, she genuinely mess with you, bro.
Bro, you want to know, like, before marriage and all that. Bro, what used to be fun, bro, for me, I ain't like DMing no girl. I ain't really, I felt like girls, they can be like somebody else behind the phone.
Oh, yeah. Fake. So, yeah, like put on a persona.
So, and I ain't never like talking to no girl when she with a group of friends. Catch her by herself, bro. That's when you.
But that's harder though.
Yeah, but it's more authentic though.
No, that's real.
And it's more fun.
Real.
Like you catch her at the gym, at the grocery store, or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause she really at that point she ain't got no choice but to be herself. Ain't nobody around. She ain't behind her phone. If she gonna deny you right there, then at least you know it's real.
Yeah.
Instead of her being on the phone and then being like, oh, I don't really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because like that could be for any.
Bro,
yeah.
You catch a girl at the store.
And definitely, like you said, when they with their friends, it be on some weird junk.
Yeah, she just gonna act up just because she with the girls. She just gonna cut up just because.
Exactly. No, that's so real, bro. I think for me, like I said, I used to be scared to talk to girls. Now, when I got into high school, that junk went in the trash. I wasn't scared to talk to no girl. I think y'all was with me when I went to that restaurant.
Oh yeah, nah, that junk was scary though.
That was terrifying to me.
Scary.
Nah, you can't lie though. All right, let's be real. A girl with a certain like aura feel, or a girl that's so attractive, like obviously we talking about attraction because that's all you know about her.
Yeah.
You can see that she look good, but a girl like that, your nervous levels in approaching, even if she the coolest girl ever, it'd be like, nah.
You just don't know. You don't know.
I don't know though. But if she's not as attractive, it kind of make you feel like, oh yeah, we good.
Yeah.
But I don't think that should be, even though it is. That's the truth. That's how it be. But I ain't gonna say most times. Sometimes the more unattractive girl is really the catch.
Yeah.
Versus the super attractive girl when it come down to real life stuff. If you ain't just trying to, do that.
Right. Trophy. If you don't just want the trophy girl, yeah.
Yeah. But I wasn't scared when I got to high school, and I really cause I started realizing, bro, I ain't gonna lie. And no, I ain't trying to big myself up. But like if I just be real, or if I just be friendly, they not going, if they don't want to talk to me or they don't want to give me their number, cool. But they gonna like me for me. And they ain't gotta, like I said, they ain't gotta like me like that. But they gonna at least be cool with me.
Yeah, just cordial, like, yeah.
And then in my head, I'm like, but if they cool with me, that's gonna leave the door open. You see what I'm saying?
You was an athlete though, so you had.
That do give it a little bit of. So as a person who wasn't always playing sports, even though you very into sports, who wasn't always playing sports, what was the method? Like if you want to try to get a girl and they know, oh, he ain't in sports and you ain't in sports. What's the method? What is your approach? Cause you ain't lying. Many times I ain't have to say much because they know I'm a star on the football team, whatever. What was the method?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't really have like no set method for real.
Mm-hmm.
I just be like, I ain't gonna lie. I just used to like a girl I like. I just like speak to her, and then I be trying to see how like she respond. Cause some girls, some girls they'll kind of be like dry, and then some girls be like, hey. If she be like, hey. I be like,
so you read every single
everything. Everything.
Why though? I mean,
don't know. I gotta find something. Cause they used to be like, you know how some girls could be friendly, and then you think they like you, but they don't. Mm-hmm. And then you play yourself. You like, oh, she like me. Then you shoot, and then she be like, oh, I don't like you. Then you be like, dang.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. I think sometimes when you shoot and they be like they don't like you, it ain't big. I feel like this how I feel. If you feel like a girl like you, she like you. I just think sometimes we be prematurely shooting.
I can agree with that.
You see what I'm saying?
I can agree.
I be feeling like we need to wait a little bit and build a little bit more, and then she'll tell the truth. But I don't think it's that.
I think that happened to me before, but I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that cause I done been in situations like that where somebody was like, oh no, I don't know. But it was when I looked around the situation, I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't say yeah either.
Yeah. Because
of certain people that was around or somebody or them just getting out of a situation or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, even though if she would like me, it's wiser for her to be like, nah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I used to find out like later though, it'll be a girl that I had liked in school. Mm-hmm. And I used to be like, dang, bro, I could have got her. I ain't think I could have at the time. But then later on, I'd be like, man, I could have got her, bro.
Right.
But I ain't,
I ain't gonna lie though.
I ain't know.
Hey, was I tripping though? All right. When we had our meeting, at the place you told me about. I mean, because I knew about it, but I had never been there. When we sat down.
Yeah.
Did you see that girl that was in there? Did she look familiar to you?
The dark skin?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know her, don't it?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I think that's...
I mean, you don't got to say her name if you don't want.
Yeah, I think that's...
How do I know her and you know her, is what I'm asking.
Okay. I think that's my old friend.
Yeah.
And I think we... put you on her or something.
Oh!
Something like that. Yeah. I kept looking at her. I was like, that look like, what's her name? Yeah.
Dude, I was doing the same thing. And she was distracting me because I'm like, nah, I know her. Like, I know her.
Yeah.
I like, not like I seen her. I didn't talk to her before or something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, she look familiar, bro.
I think that was her.
That jump was weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because I was like, I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah, I'm trying to focus. Cause I was like, bro, who is that?
Yeah.
And I knew that you knew her too.
I was trying to make sure though, cause when I first seen her, I was like, that look like what's her name? But I obviously ain't trying to be weird and
Yeah.
stuff. And I ain't gonna speak because it been
I
like,
ain't gonna lie.
bro, it been like a long time.
I ain't gonna lie. I think she had went to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, if she speak, I know that's her.
Yeah.
And she ain't say nothing. I'm like, well, maybe they're not. And I wasn't expecting her to speak to me.
Yeah.
Because I knew she knew you first.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know her like that.
I know.
But yeah.
I know. But that just was so weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to spin into what we finna talk about. I don't know. Okay, I know something we can talk about. We gonna just go. We gonna go all the way left. I want to talk about like these food critics and all these people who are rating food, trying food, all these sweets and stuff like that, and how they playing right into the hands of like premature death.
Yeah.
By eating themselves to death, literally on camera.
Yeah.
Like they are documenting the process of their premature demise. And I ain't trying to speak that on them, but if you continue to indulge in such a rapid rate because you're getting paid,
Yeah.
that's gonna make you want to do it more and get bigger and get you're gonna have bigger plates and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
What you think about like how that scene has like erupted over the past, like, well, since TikTok been out.
Yeah. I mean, I think it didn't kind of, like you said, erupted like crazy. Because at first, maybe it was more, but like Keith Lee was like
he was doing
the guy.
Yeah.
Now, like, everybody doing it. And it's like you said, when you start doing it, you got to keep eating because people want you to taste their food. Everybody wants you to taste their food or try this restaurant.
Yep.
Or like, bro, it's a comedian. When he do a show, he go to that city, he try somebody's food, he rate the food, all that. But he's a comedian though. His name's like Tim Shropshire, like a big dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had like the Mohawk type. Yeah.
But he a comedian. He literally going to do stand up, but he done got so caught up with the food part of it.
He gravitating more towards.
Yeah, when he go, he trying food, rating the food, and he be eating good, and he already a heavier dude. And I'm not saying he's unhealthy, but it's like I just don't know. Like Dre, the dude Dre Dallas, the dude that be like her.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember he made a video and he was saying how all his diabetes and stuff left, not diabetes, but like his blood pressure and stuff was good. But I'm sitting here watching him, I'm like, but this dude eat like a lot of sweets, a lot of ice cream and stuff.
My wife
so I'm just wondering, like, if it is good, that's great, but how can it stay good when he like constantly eating sweets and stuff?
Yeah.
That's his thing.
That is definitely his thing. That's what
I just don't know.
All his views, well, I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of his views come from them ice cream things he be doing, different stuff like that. Cause I like to watch them. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I like watching people eat, bro.
Bro.
I don't know what it is.
And Dre get the good stuff.
Bro.
Dre get the Pop-Tart ice creams, the Rice Krispie ice cream. Bro, he get the good stuff.
I actually tried them because of him, the Pop-Tart, the strawberry Pop-Tart.
I ain't never found them, but if I find them.
They in Walmart, bro.
Shout out Dre.
Shout out to Dre. But I just don't know, like you said, I don't know if this is healthy for generationally healthy. Because the thing is, bro, even if everybody who doing it now and how it's been growing, they cool and they just kind of everything's all right with them. The people going up gonna trust that's gonna work for me. But think about they starting at 12.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If they start doing this from 12 to 40 or whatever, it's like now the result that you was like, oh, it's good with them, and it was fine with them. It's not gonna be the same with you because they didn't start that young.
Mm-hmm.
They just started, doing this, and maybe they started to get some treatment. Maybe they started to exercise or whatever. But you just see them eating food, so you don't understand.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's good for the younger generations, because the younger generations just mimic. They don't know what come with it.
And it's so like you saying, it's so polarizing. it's a wave of people doing it now, then it's gonna be a wave of people after this that's gonna want to do it because it's already polarizing, and it's like, oh, that's a way I can make money just by being a food reviewer or whatever. And me and your mom was having this conversation. Like, I don't really think eating bad really affects you while you young. Like
Yeah,
you
it's not
probably
as bad.
gonna be good. You straight in your 20s, but I think where it really gonna hit you is your 30s and your 40s. So, like you saying, if they start eating bad at 12 years old, and they eat horrible for 30 years, by the time you make it to 40, bro, what kind of shape are you gonna be? Like condition? I mean, not shape like
I know what
physical
you
shape,
mean.
like heart, lungs,
The stuff
all
that's
that,
not
liver.
always detectable.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Cause you got to think about it, bro. When with some of this stuff that these people are doing, the condition of the person is not going to necessarily be so bad once they grow up, and like you said, they've been doing it since they was young. They metabolism, blah blah blah. But your internal organs
Yeah.
still having to break down sugar and all this type of stuff,
Yeah.
so you can develop these diseases at a younger age than your parents. And then the thing about it too, bro, if you're eating for money, you're not necessarily eating because it's good. So I want to get rich.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with the food now. I got this house that I have to pay for.
And I gotta eat. That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's no longer just about I enjoy the food. I got to do this at a high consistent rate. So and then if you just look at the Bible, the first temptation to humankind was with food, bro. Food.
Yeah.
It was appealing to the eyes. It looked good for food to make one wise. Then with Jesus, the first temptation to him, turn the stone to bread. Bro, the devil, he don't even hide it no more. Like, I'm trying to take y'all out by what y'all eat.
So let me ask you this. Why do you think, and maybe I know the answer, but why do you think gluttony is so overlooked? Because I feel like it is.
I do too. It's definitely overlooked. But I feel like one of the reasons it's overlooked, it may not be the one you was thinking about. I feel like one of the reasons it's overlooked is because eating is a necessity. Gotcha. So it can be masked because I have to eat to live.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And then two, I know for me, I have a problem eating just because I need to replenish or I need to restore energy. I like to eat because of the taste.
Yeah.
I like the comfort of certain foods and different stuff like that. And I know more people than not agree with that sentiment. Yeah. So if you can, it takes discipline to just eat just because I haven't eaten all day. Excuse me. So for somebody who, like, let's say they haven't eaten, they haven't done nothing but drunk water. They've been working all day, and they eat at 3:00, and then they may eat a snack at like 8. That's really all you need to eat. Yeah. But we have been instilled. Think about it in school: breakfast, lunch, dinner. And sometimes they even tell you got to have a snack somewhere. Yeah, in there. So they are telling us that this is the way that it should be done, and these are all full course meals. Yeah. And that junk is not healthy. If you look at the state of America, it's more obese people. Yeah, for sure. They're not. So I feel like the main reason that they go undetected is because many people use the excuse of I gotta eat to survive, and so they just pile onto the necessity of it versus just taking the necessity of it just to eat when I'm hungry, not just because if many people be real, bro, and y'all can say something in the comment section. If y'all be real, you don't eat when you hungry. You eat when it's time to eat. Or like when you get ready, when it's time, like when you should eat. Oh, it's 12:00, I need to eat something. But if you really like check yourself and be like, I ain't really hungry for real. It's just a thought, like, bro, I want this. Just because you want a burger don't mean you hungry.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My daughter do that, and I cannot, I asked her one day, was she ready to eat?
Wait, she do what?
She came in the kitchen. I said, you ready to eat? She looked at the clock on the stove and said, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like,
The time was dictated.
yes. She was like, I'ma just wait. And I was like, what? Like, what are you hungry or not?
Right.
I couldn't understand that. I don't even do, now I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
don't really, the time thing, I don't really do
Right.
that. But I know what you mean, because she literally did it a little while ago. But I don't get that. Like, time stamps, I don't get that.
Bro, I'm telling you. And it don't have to necessarily be like, all right, it's 4:00. But like when it gets around a certain time of
Time of
day,
day, yeah. I know
they
what you
like,
mean.
yo, I need to eat
Like,
something.
if you get up at 7, between 7 and 9:30,
I better eat
I
something.
need some breakfast.
Yes.
Between 11 and 12:30, I need some lunch. Y'all know what you mean?
So to me, I be in my head, I be like, cause that I'm just talking about how I do. And I don't know how other people do, but how I do. I know that for me, at some points, I don't be hungry, bro.
Yeah.
I don't be hungry, but I know this is the time that you should eat.
Yeah.
Or like I said, I be wanting a certain thing. So I mean, that's really how.
But then too, you kind of just said it though, about the school. We get conditioned in school
I'm telling
because
you, bro.
if you don't eat at 7, it's over with till 11:30.
Yeah.
And if you don't eat at 11:30, it's over with until you get home.
And that's crazy. It's
So
over with.
we kind of get conditioned. Like, you better eat right here and right here.
Yes,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
So what you think? What you think is the reason it kind of go undetected? Gluttony.
I feel like you said, it's just we so used to eating, we think that's what we need. But I think people don't look at it consciously like how the Bible speaks of it, because we make it that little sin category. That's what I was thinking. Like, we be like,
Oh.
it's like gossiping. We be like, oh yeah, it's
Oh.
wrong, it's bad, but it's a little
Oh.
sin.
No, you ain't lying.
Yeah, I think we put it in the little sin category.
Yes, it's not as bad as like
Yeah.
adultery.
Nah.
Or that's crazy,
That's a
bro.
little sin.
And that's so crazy because you not lying.
Yeah.
I don't even like if I overindulge in food or something like that, I don't think about it as being no sin. I honestly think of it more in a humane way, like, dang,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have ate all that. But not in no way like I sinned against God. I don't even think of it as no sin.
Yeah.
Now that you just mentioned it.
Yeah, not really. I don't think really nobody do. Honestly.
Bro, we gotta, bro. And that's the way, like, a lot of people are getting out of here before their time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I realized, like, for instance, I had this understanding of one of the reasons that God allowed me to marry Chantel, because she is way more disciplined than I am. I thought I was disciplined.
Yeah.
She way more disciplined than me. And she has been going on this health journey because after we had our child, she said she seen she said one time she was like going up the steps or something somewhere, and she said she was out of breath. She said, "Oh no, never again." She said, "Oh no, never again."
That'll do it.
And so then, ever since then, bro, she been going hard, bro. And so I'm like, man, she doing her thing. But then before we had even got pregnant, God had told me to stop eating certain foods. It wasn't about no like the Old Testament commandments. It was
Yeah.
certain stuff that he told me to stop eating. But I didn't listen because I'm like, why would God tell me that? That can't be God.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell me to fast every now and then. And I definitely want, bro, fasting is one of the hardest things to me, bro. Because I love, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I love food. I love the taste and the feeling that food give you. And like if I go to Whataburger and I know the burger that I want, cause it can't nobody tell me get out of line, bro.
My God.
Cause Whataburger the best fast food restaurant in the world, and if you disagree in the chat, you can let me know, cause that you can't compete with Whataburger, bro.
Jesus.
But she had that moment, and so ever since then, it's been bothering me. Like, yo, God been telling you about your diet, and I know she's there to wake me up.
Yeah.
And if I ignore it, I'm not, I'm not like not susceptible to being one of the victims of gluttony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I don't adhere to the discipline and the recommendation of God, like, hey, fix this, then you gonna end up just like with a vehicle. If you don't go get an oil change, something gonna happen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Not
So
for long. You ain't gonna be able to ride for long.
I'm telling you, and everything be good. You really over time you really can't tell unless you look back to how it used to be
Yeah.
versus how it is now. But over time, you don't really even notice that it's not driving as fast. It's not taking off all this type of stuff. But I realize I'm not susceptible to oh yeah, that don't matter. God don't care if I no, that's not real. And I see a lot of people in church, bro, especially leaders, that are just kind of overweight and want to be they are spiritual men or spiritual women.
But won't take care of themselves.
But I'm like, is God not telling you about your diet?
Mm-hmm.
As I'm realizing it, because the God that I serve, Jesus, Father God, He talks to me about my diet, bro.
Yeah.
And so that's how I know that God is a lot bigger than really church. I feel like church is a tool that God uses. But God is about the well-being of your whole life, bro.
Your whole temple.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Your diet, your
Every
mental
aspect
health.
of it, yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I think like with this uprising and desiring to overindulge and stuff, because I think it started with the mukbangs for real. That's when I first started seeing it. Man versus food, he was going crazy, and that was cool to watch that dude eat all that food, bro.
Hey, I got one more question though on this.
Yeah.
All right, so I know just from my experience in exercise science and stuff like that, if say you're out of shape or your body is, you have a certain body fat percentage or whatever, and you're trying to get that down and basically trying to transform your body.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't eat right, if you don't change your diet, you can kind of work out all you want. You're really not gonna do much.
100%.
But for I be wondering about this though. For the people who are already physically fit and like pretty good shape, do you think that they can eat what they want? Cause I kind of feel like they can eat what they want if they're already physically fit.
I think a lot of it too have to do with, like you had mentioned before, with the age too. Like them young people. I mean, we was young. Like we could do what we want, and that junk would not show. No. I was trying to gain weight in high school for football, and I could not.
Me too.
But I do feel like if you are fit, many times you can eat whatever you want. Number one, it don't show.
Yeah.
As quickly or really at all. Especially somebody who is like very disciplined in a fitness journey. But I honestly don't know how it affects you internally. Like I feel like just because I think you need to be knowledgeable, like how you are about exercise, fitness, and your health and stuff like that. I think if you know that, all right, I'm finna overindulge in some sugar, I need to balance it with a lot of hydrating, with a lot of water or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they need to be knowledgeable, because I don't care how much you work out. I don't think you can just eat cakes all day. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can, because I know, like it's some older people who do competitive eating, and they little.
Yeah.
They eat for a living. Like they eat a whole bunch of food, a whole bunch of hot dogs, a whole bunch of pizza for a living, and they still small.
But see, I guess in that sense, it may not affect your physical stature, but it's probably affecting something else.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's undetected.
Yeah.
And I think you don't know until that maintenance light come on.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I can't say, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Now that's a good point, though. That's a good point, because
it goes undetected. You can be like, oh yeah, I can eat what I want, until you go to the hospital one day and they like, hey, you got cancer. Like what?
Yeah.
From what? You know what I'm saying?
The whole time you've been eating processed foods every day.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Now I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't think so. I definitely don't think you should.
Right.
But I think it affect at some point, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you work out.
I agree with that. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
bro. I mean, okay, so we can talk about this. We can go into to this as we talking about the state of America, pretty much, and how the school system kind of set us up into
Yeah.
uh the the time zone eating or whatever. Um, I I had mentioned before about not today, but I had mentioned before about how entertainment, football, basketball, and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
gets. Obviously, they get more attention because it's more fun, but they get paid abundantly, like 10x,
Yeah.
20x more than somebody who is actually shaping the people who are running the country,
Yeah.
like professors, teachers, counselors, people like that, people in them certain organizations like that. Why do you think that it's financially prioritized to entertain over to educate or to structure over government stuff and stuff like that? Why do
Yeah.
you think it's
I don't know, but that is when you put it into perspective, that's a terrible model
bro?
that entertainment is valued above education, and because the teachers, bro, they to me they need way more money than they get, especially now. Cause and the reason I say that just cause the kids are more or the kids are getting less uh things at home as far as discipline and stuff like that, and so the teachers have to do more. You know what I mean? So they
The teachers raising them too.
basically, so
Yes.
if they have their own kids, they raising their own kids plus like a whole classroom full of kids, and so bro, they need, to me, they almost need the NFL money. Nah, not really, not the NFL money, but
You don't feel like teachers need MV? I don't feel like
I don't know,
elementary school
bro.
teachers.
I don't know, but they need a raise for sure. But yeah, that's crazy that entertainment is more
But entertainment is more. Entertainment gets the most eyes.
yeah.
Cause what's happening, bro? Just straight up, like in China and different countries like that, on they TikToks,
Mm-hmm.
they push trade labor skills on their TikTok. So them kids
Yeah.
is looking at people weld, they looking at computer science people, different stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, I see what you. Yeah.
They cut off their entertainment at a certain point on their TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point of the day. In America, because entertainment is so valued, now everybody want to be an entertainer.
Right.
But if everybody's entertaining and nobody is working at the store or
Yeah.
doing these basic skill things, then there is nobody to build for the entertainer. There is
Right.
nobody to build. And it kind of remind me of how, like, if you look in the movies, how Rome was set up in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, because they would have the governmental structure and all this, but then everybody would flock to the gladiator dome to see them people kill each other.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is healthy. Like, you see the uproar and the different revolts and stuff that happened in Rome, and the government structure was not set up right. And I know it's a whole different government structure, but the prioritization of entertainment over education, learning, uh, governmental structure, all that, because people don't really understand. They think heaven is a party. They think heaven is about praising God all day. Heaven is a governmental structure that God is trying to put in place.
Yeah.
So if you're not politically minded, you ain't got to necessarily be like, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. But if you're not thinking in the sense of how does the nation benefit, how is the future gonna benefit?
Yeah.
If you ain't thinking like that, you really ain't gonna be no help to God. If you only think
Yeah.
about, because entertainment is always about how do I get away from reality right now.
Yeah.
That ain't how God works. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't think that entertainment is bad. I just think that primarily focusing on and valuing entertainment can be demonic eventually,
Yeah.
because it's producing kids and people who don't care about essential things. They just like, oh, somebody will figure it out. Bruh, if you don't know how, bruh, I know teenagers and young adults in college who don't know how to change a tire,
Oh yeah.
don't know how to cut grass,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. But they love they sports. They love to be on their phone and different stuff like that. And to me, I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't good for the
Yeah,
future.
it's something wrong with that.
It's something wrong with that, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that like that it needs to be the government ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, I'm not worried about that, but like people gonna have to wake up.
Yeah.
Cause that's where it's gonna start. Like people gonna have to wake up and be on some junk. Like, but everybody's selfish, so it really ain't no. It ain't really nobody thinking like Christian Kirk. Like, hey, we need to have this conversation for my kids,
Yeah.
for my kids' sake. You know.
That's what I was thinking though when you was mentioning earlier. I think entertainment is a lot selfish too, cause it's like either watch me or watch us, or like focus just on this. Like, cause whoever is on that stage, like if it's a concert wise, right? Whoever's on that stage at the time, it's supposed to be all about them. In the grand scheme of things. But even with sports, whoever's on the field, whoever's on the court at the time, it's supposed to be about them. And the people who doing it, they want you to look at them. They be saying it in sports. You paid to come see me. I'm the whatever. You know, that's how they feel. Like you paid to come see me. So yeah, entertainment is very selfish.
Yeah,
And I think the people who like that spotlight, it's dangerous
bro.
for them. Very dangerous. So yeah, it's
And then that creates a big gap between the wealthy people and the people who don't have. And it's a lot of wealthy people who should not. Ain't that I know that John sound haterish. Y'all probably gonna clip that and be like, bro, they be hating over there on the Selah Podcast. But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of people who don't even like. It's known facts. Like people who get rich in the NFL after a few years, they go bankrupt.
yeah.
So that to me is kind of like, yo, you need to know something. You need to have some type of understanding of finances, number one. And then if not, you need to have some other skill that is going to be able to maintain your finances, bro.
You know what be sad when I hear this? When I hear people say this, they say, man, I played ball my whole life. And now when I get done playing, I don't know how to do nothing else. I don't know how to do anything else.
Nah, that's crazy. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Like you said the second time, it sounded crazy.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
I be when they be saying that, I be like, oh my God. And I know they telling the truth, but that's horrible. You played ball your whole life, and now when you stop, you don't know how to do anything else? Bro.
And then so now, as a grown person, you have to learn
Simple life skills.
over. Or not over for the first time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but then, you know, you have these people who are trying to educate and different stuff like that. They don't care to, a lot of them, like, you know, in the school type of schools we came up, some of them teachers care, some of them do not care, bro.
Yeah, some don't.
And I understand, like you said, a lot of the kids that's coming ain't getting disciplined. So they like, bro, I gotta raise you too. So it can be rough. But if they had some type of incentive to motivate them to want to be there and to want to, you know, do this for these kids. And I know that should nobody have to pay you to do that. I know it should only be certain people that's dealing with our kids and stuff like that. But it should be prioritized to take care of the people who are raising or not raising, but teaching these kids primarily, so that they can be like, man, I love my job. Like it's nothing else that I could ask for, because I'm getting paid that I can take care of myself. Because a lot of these people is making like 30K.
Yeah, it's
like
bad.
it's low,
It's bad.
low.
And it's kind of broken, because it's like at the world system, how it's set up, you can't really go backwards and be like, all right, athletes, we gonna stop paying y'all so much.
You can't just like,
and we gonna get a teachers a
cold
little
turkey.
more.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like you can't go back, because all the athletes gonna be like,
what?
bro, it was my dream to make it to the NFL so I can get a
Yeah.
5-year, $200 million contract. Like, what you mean? So now you gonna tell me you gonna take my money back so you can pay the teacher?
Right.
So that's what kind of happened though when you start wrong. How they say you start wrong, and it kind of start wrong, end wrong, or whatever. However the saying go. Start bad, end bad, or something like
It's
that.
something like that. It's like start long, finish long, or something
But
like that.
I think we start now but I mean as started it wrong, bro, the wrong way, and it's hard to fix it now.
Then, but like with corporations, because the entertainment want the eyes and the businesses want the eyes, so we gonna use the entertainment to promote us. Because America is so business minded, it makes sense that they prioritize entertainment. But then the education system is the one who's putting the workers in the business. So
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with that information.
Yeah.
It just seemed flawed, bro.
It's definitely flawed.
It just seemed kind of flawed.
It's definitely flawed.
But
bro.
I don't know, bro.
It's when you think about it, it's really like it's kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah, it kind of make you like, dang.
Yeah.
That John's sad, bro. That John kind of sad.
And I don't know how teachers can be in school like telling kids you're not gonna be a professional athlete. Bro, that don't even discourage nobody. Like, how you gonna tell me when it's
What you mean?
like how they ask kids in school, what's your dream? They say they want to play in the NFL, and a teacher tell them, oh, you need to find another dream, cause that one might not
Low
happen.
percentage, yeah.
Man, them kids ain't hearing that when
Yeah,
that's all I see in front of me.
Yeah, and my parents want me to make it too.
How you gonna tell me that I can't make it to the NFL?
Yeah, that's true.
When that's almost bigger and a better chance of being a teacher or a doctor or whatever. They make more than all them folks.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Bro, if I get to the NFL, I'm making more than all them.
So it's not especially as a young kid, you more dream oriented anyway.
Yes. And my paycheck gonna be bigger. That's my motivation.
That's my motivation, bro.
I get to the NFL, I'm making
right.
Get that.
And then like the rapper say, the fact that you told me that, teacher, is my motivation too.
Yeah.
I guess we can do one more topic.
Yeah.
We can since we talking about sports, we can talk about Deion and how commanding his faith walk look. Like it's just like, is it like when you doubt him, he gonna command you to be like, nah, you was wrong, and he gonna like when he get this situation going on, and everybody like ha, he like, nope, I'm gonna step on that. Then that situation happened, and everybody like ha, he like, nope, I'm gonna step on. It's like you can't.
Man, coach of inspiration, bro.
Nah, for real.
Coach of inspiration, bro. That man, it don't even be about the football. He just he believe. Like, I'm talking about somebody that really believe when they be talking.
Right.
Like, you know how some people just talk just to talk.
Yeah, and it sound good.
Coach, when he talk, he be believing what he be saying.
Yeah.
So when he talk about his faith and how he make it back and how he overcome stuff, bro, Coach be 100% believing what he be saying. Bro, they asked him when he had the press conference about after he had the surgery or whatever, the cancer or whatever. Somebody one of the reporters asked him, did he ever think about death in the middle of all that? He said, nah, I ain't think about death. He said, because I know I got purpose here to do. So I never thought about death. He said he just had to, make his will and get the business together. That's wise.
Okay, but let me ask you this. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm putting you in a corner right here.
All good.
Do you not feel like maybe Christian Kirk had more purpose as well? And I ain't trying to make you compare.
More purpose than Coach?
Not more purpose, but like unfinished purpose in his purpose. You see what I'm saying? The fact that he was taken out, do you feel like Because I feel like Deion Sanders has accomplished a lot, bro. Has proven a lot of people wrong, and not comparing because you can't really compare it. But you step over into this world with Christian Kirk, who's now gone, and what he did or what he was doing, it almost seemed like it was unfinished.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a thought about that as far as like how you saying Deion's confidence and his purpose not being done yet?
I mean, I can see if Christian Kirk purpose wasn't finished. Mm-hmm. I don't think Dr. King was done purpose wise. But I just think if you do what you're supposed to do with the time you have, if it ends early, then you can kind of be satisfied with that.
But what give people who is like Deion, who have accomplished potentially more in their purpose versus somebody else who gets taken out like that? And I know this sounds crazy comparing it, but what you think gives him more confidence to know, nah, I ain't going right now because I got something else to do? Because people are mad at him, probably not to the point of trying to kill him. I don't know. I don't know though. But people are just as mad as him because of how confident he is.
Yeah.
So what make you think like, why is he so confident that he still got something to do? I don't understand.
I don't know.
So you think that's some intimate stuff that he's talking to God about, or God is talking to him about?
Gotta be. Because it's like he believe it and there's nothing you can do to shake him. I don't know. It gotta be his intimate time with God. Because that's the only, because I don't think he listening to nobody saying like, Coach, the kids need you, or I think he know that. And I think he take that and he just go. I think he just take it.
And like I feel like too with Christian, I'm not saying that his purpose was done, but I feel like the impact of what he did is so much that even if the enemy took him out, God's still gonna use some of that lasting effect of what he did to persuade people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing crazy, but like his impact is huge, bro. His impact right now is extremely huge, and we know like when people go on, like people forget about him after a while.
Yeah.
But the method to his madness that he was trying to do, now people are picking up the baton and continuing it. Yeah. Now people are like seeing, oh, I see what he was saying. Like how I saw that clip where he was talking about this is why I do it.
Hey, this might be kind of deep though, but can purpose live on once you gone?
It got to. It got to. Because look, Jesus not in the earth, but he got people trying to do what he told them to do. And he's not even here. He's not dead, but he's not here. You see what I'm saying? Like he's not walking around.
Right.
So I think that purpose have to live on because otherwise it was purposeless.
Right, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
It have to live on. Otherwise, it wasn't no point in it, and you doing what you was doing.
Everything that you did up to that point
don't even matter,
was pointless. Yeah.
It have to live on, and that's, I feel like this is what I feel like I was trying to get to. I feel like honestly, Deion Sanders' purpose isn't fulfilled like he said it. I don't think it is either, because I feel like what he has to do have to transcend football more. It have to transcend sports. It have to get to a point where universally and globally people can see what he doing and get a life. What I think is a word from what he's doing. Yeah. They have to, and I think until that happens, you haven't really fulfilled the purpose yet.
I don't even know if it's about the game of football though.
It ain't got nothing to do with it.
I think it's about the kids, bro.
It have to be.
The young guy, the young man.
It have to be, because I don't think him. We don't see it, and we don't know, but I don't think him going to the NFL benefits nobody.
No.
Benefit him,
No.
benefit them, because they already kind of like in they arena. They ain't really trying to hit.
A bunch of grown men that got mortgages and families and kind of is what it is. Yeah.
And I think his purpose is, one of his purposes is to be a father figure.
Yeah.
To kids who had fathers, but didn't have that aspect of the father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one prime example is the dude from Miami, the fast receiver that he had, who dad was in jail.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, that relationship just on TV. Yeah. We don't even know the other stuff.
Right, yeah.
Just on TV, what's known is so impactful, bro. And even Jimmy Horn is like, bro, I could never forget him because of what he did outside of football, bro.
Yeah.
But it happened because of football. You know what I'm saying? It was initiated because of football. So I think that Deion's purpose have to get to a point where, although people came because of football, they leave with a universal understanding of what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I love what I know some people hate, but he talk about God all the time. To his team and everything.
To the reporters,
they be want him to kind of dial it down.
Yes,
but
they do.
He don't. Nah, I like that he don't shy away from it. That be inspiring me, because I know sometimes I could see myself in a situation where I would be like, all right, let me scale it back some.
I remember you talking about something like that.
Coach don't be tripping about that.
He was like, you was in the car.
Yeah. I sometimes I be like, Lord, maybe I'm.
Do you feel like it's instances where you should dial back to Christianity a little bit, or dial back your conversation about it?
No. You know why? Because people in the world don't dial back they stuff. If they doing something and they believe in it, they not gonna dial it back.
They not.
If they believe that they was born LGBT, they not gonna dial it back. If they think that's who they are, they gonna put it in your face. So I don't think we should dial ours back.
But why we get so much hate for not dialing it back? Because it's like, why people so offended by religion? I don't understand that.
I think because they think that it's like this. They think it's like this war. It's religious people, then everybody else. It's like a beef. I think that's what the non-religious people think. It's a beef between religious people and everybody else. But it's not.
It's not.
It's not a beef. But some people think it's a beef.
Yeah, we got to get some people on here to share their perspective of that.
Yeah.
Like you had said, because I don't think they understand. I think that they assume that it's forget religious people, but just Christians. I think they assume that we are saying it's us against the world.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Nah, we not trying to get y'all. It's not even about us trying to get you to convert. And I think even Christians think that.
Yeah.
Christians go in like, let's get them on our team. That mentality is dangerous, bro.
Show love, bro. Show love.
All you gotta do, it's just like if you got a whole bunch of money, and then let's say you rich and you go around a whole bunch of broke people, and when they see you because of your clothes and all that, they like, man, get him out of here. He blah, blah. They got all this bad to say about it because they think in your head you judging them for being broke. Mm-hmm. But then you go and be like, hey, you want this? And you just giving out stuff. You ain't saying like nothing bad about them. You just giving them stuff.
Yeah, put this on.
And then so they like, why you get this to me? And be like, no, I'm just showing love, bro. I know it's rough out here, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're like, it make them confused. And then so they like, dang, well, let's talk, whatever. But I think that's like the approach that we should have, that even though we are the rich people and the world is, in their state, the broke people, it ain't for us to be like, I'm rich, you broke. Like, that ain't how we approach it. And I think the problem is most times Christians approach it like that.
Yeah.
Even if they not trying to. Oh, you need to stop sinning. That ain't how you do it, man.
Nah, you gotta show love, bro.
That ain't how you do it.
Because most of the people, they gonna assume that we don't like them or whatever, because when I say we Christians, because of their choice of lifestyle or their choice of decision making
And
or
I'm gonna
whatever.
do me.
Yeah. And so like they already think it's like when you get grown and you leave the house and you start doing your thing, you feel like your parents don't approve of it. So it's already gonna be a rebuttal because you want to show that you grown and now you can do what you want to do, and you know they don't, you know they disagree with it. So you already like it's already a friction. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like they finna try to tell you what to do, and
Yeah.
I ain't going for that no more because now I'm grown. It's like it ain't like that though.
You and all that came from in your head.
In your head, you created your own narrative.
And
But
so then when you go home, now it's an unknown beef. You beefing with your parents, don't even know they beefing
parents
with you.
ain't said nothing to you. You just waiting on them to say something.
Dang, all right. We just solved so many young kids. Like if y'all listen, bro, that's facts. If you be real, it be like in your head, like, dang,
Yeah.
I've been out here wilding. I know mama and them don't approve, but I ain't really trying to hear that.
Yeah. And they probably ain't finna say nothing to you. They might, but they might not.
But they probably not. They probably not, bro. Because most times parents just be like, "What's going on? Why you acting like that? I ain't trying to get on you, but let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk."
Or what if they just wanted to see you?
Or what if they just want?
What if they just wanted to see you? That's it.
That'd be. Why do you feel like even at our age sometime, bro? Oh, the late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like it be hard for parents to let you grow up, bro? They still look at you sometimes as that high schooler or the one who still make those immature decisions, even though they don't have proof that you still doing that.
Yeah. I think it's like still like a protection mode that they in kind of as a
But how you
parent.
turn them settings off, cuz?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Cause like
Let me go. Let me fall off the bike. Let
yeah,
me scar up a knee. You got it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't
cause
know.
I honestly can't see myself doing that to R because I see how it bothers me.
Yeah.
The and I'm gonna be honest, partially some of it is how I view myself.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of view myself as somebody who was a little immature, a little younger acting, or whatever the case may be. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I want to get older, but I don't want to be old.
Yeah.
I want to always be young, joyful, youthful.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care how old I get.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And so I think my mentality of that attracts like you said, the protection aspect still from people. And it ain't just parents. It's just people who knew you when you was young too.
Yeah.
They just still see you as the young guy or the young girl.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, yo, I still respect you, yes ma'am, no ma'am. But this ain't the same conversation we was having 20 years ago.
Yeah. But you don't think the state of the world like makes the parents more cautious? Like you don't think the state of the world is gonna make you more cautious with your daughter? Like once she get of age, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you're gonna want to let her go,
Mm-hmm.
but then I feel like it's gonna be another part that's like, man, nah, I gotta keep her close to the vest because it's so crazy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And especially with her being a girl,
Yes.
that plays a part into it. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to build a relationship with her from, her younger years up until she leaves the house. So that when she leaves, I don't have to worry or to try to keep her close to the vest.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna put my work in then,
Mm-hmm.
so that at that time she feels and knows that it is dangerous out here, and I'm gonna just keep in contact with my parents
Yeah.
so that they don't have to think about
Yeah.
what's going on, this and that. You ain't got to call me every day, but just keep communication, keep
Nah,
that line
yeah.
open.
If they do that, I think that's
That I'm
as a
good.
parent, yeah. Just let me know you all right.
I promise you I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be breathing down. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. So that's why it's so important for me to build. Me and my wife already talked about it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If you just let me know you all right, I think that'll ease my kind of ease my
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I want to do as best I can. I want to build that relationship, because just because you mom or dad, that don't mean the relationship good, bro.
Oh nah, yeah, yeah.
So I want to build a relationship aspect to where that girl feel like it don't matter if I just, God forbid, if I just murder somebody, I can talk to my dad about it.
Yeah.
That's what if I build that relationship with her, if my wife build that relationship with her, I'm good. Cause I know it ain't nothing that can happen that can, like the Bible says, separate the
Yeah.
love.
Right.
It ain't nothing that can happen.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing that can happen because the relationship is built up to that point. You know I'm for you and I know you for me.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I know how the state of the world is going, but I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want it to make me be more.
Right. But if you feel like you prepared her enough, it's like a coach in a coaching the team. If you feel like you done poured into this player enough and coached him enough,
You ain't worry about it.
prepared him enough, you feel
Go
good putting
play.
him out there. Yeah.
Go play.
You feel good about it.
We didn't
So
train. It's time to do it now.
so I get it.
Yeah, and
I
that's what
get it.
I want her. I want her to be able to win in life like that. I don't have set eyes for what that. I have
Yeah.
not even dreamed about what I want her to do.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to even put her or the standards that she's supposed to live to what I think. Cause God might have something totally different that in my head I don't agree with.
Yeah.
So I just want her to be successful, period.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. You know what I mean? And that the relationship is there. Even if she's not successful, her relationship with me and her mom will be there to where we can always talk about it and, try to get her back on the right track.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely get that. That's real. That's real.
All right. But what you think? Want to shut it down? Yeah, we can shut it down. All right, y'all. We done talked about some of everything. I done said something I know sounded so crazy, and when I said it, I was like, oh shoot.
It's all good.
Yeah, but we appreciate y'all for being here and sticking it out with us. Again, we are gonna be doing these as often as we can. We don't have a set schedule yet, but we will keep you guys updated. We're gonna try to have different community things that we can have all of you guys in. So y'all just continue to pour in and show love and comment. Let us know what you think about the content, what you want us to talk about, different things like that. And so we have a lot of different things in store for y'all. We not just up here just wasting time. We've been planning and getting some stuff together. So you got anything else you want to say?
No, I think I'm good,
Man of a few words. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.